Next thing you know, Ice Spice gets up there. You know, her music is playing. I'm right there, but I'm right behind the barriers. So I call over here like, soon as security turn their head, whoop, one leg over, other leg over. Next thing you know, I'm front and center. AAA, she got famous AAA. And if you're new to the channel, I want to welcome you to a warm, loving family. It's the evergreen content over here. With that being said, this is a new addition to the channel, and this is called Story Time. I got one for y'all. I don't even know what month this was. All I know is that I had been on my journey and my search to get some content, you know, to make myself look like I was a star or something on the camera. I was trying to make myself look like I was the big bad. You know what I'm saying? Flexing, showing people like, yeah, I'm working with this artist and that artist. So we're in Brooklyn, New York, and we got this event coming up for SoundCloud, and it was for certain artists. At this time, I had seen a little bit of Ice Spice at the time, and I didn't really understand who she was. I just knew that everybody was reposting her, showing her, you know, her videos, and I know she was from the Bronx, and I'm from the Bronx, New York, if you ain't know. I'm like, all right, let me get some tickets to the show. They like, yo, the tickets about to be sold out, so you better go get your tickets. And I'm like, snatch me about 2 or 3 of those. So with that being said, I had snatched 2 of those tickets. I end up in Brooklyn. I see this line as long as hell to get into the event. And I'm like, I gotta stand on this line to get in? All right, cool. Try to get there a little earlier because, you know, they were saying capacity is gonna be packed and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, capacity? So mind you, we get on the line, we waiting. I think it's gonna be 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We wind up waiting for about like an hour and some change just to get inside. I ain't see none of the artists arrive. You know, I ain't see any of that. So I'm like, this is a SoundCloud thing. Maybe I could network with some people and possibly see if I could, you know, start working for them, start shooting some visuals and things of that nature, because I know SoundCloud is not where it used to be, but I'm like, I gotta get myself in the loop. But yeah, so, and the next thing you know, some girl comes and she's standing behind me, and I'm like, I don't know if I said something to her, she said something to me. We start to talk, kind of find out she's from the UK and she likes the drill music, and you know, I'm telling her where I'm from. She's telling me, oh, I like the Bronx, I want to go to the Bronx. And I'm like, ain't nothing there but the music that you hear, drill. You want to go to the Bronx, you want to see something happen, I think you might not want to, you know, I don't think you want to go on that route. But she insisted that she did, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe before you leave we could possibly go to the Bronx. But then, well, I don't like going to the Bronx. I don't even live in the Bronx no more. The Bronx is dangerous. But yeah, so, you know, the line is getting closer and closer. Then I'm looked down and I see somebody I know. So I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, trying to see maybe if I could sneak in a little earlier, because the line is moving, but it's moving in sections. I don't know why. They're like, yeah, this row here, that row here, this row here, that row here. And I'm like, all right, well, it's moving, but hopefully we get in. She didn't have a ticket. Luckily, I had 2 tickets. The person who I wanted to go, I forgot who I wanted to go with. They're not important, but I had wound up getting 2 tickets. It comes with a free drink, etc., etc. So we get in there, we move in the line, talk to the girl. She's like, yeah, I'm just here doing X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. I think it's Short and Sweet. That's the name of her company. And I think that's the name of her company. I forgot. Shit, this is a little while ago. And I'm talking to her, and she's just standing outside while I'm still getting in. So me thinking like I'm talking to her was gonna get me in was just a waste of time. But it was just, you know, a familiar face that I knew. So now we moving, we get inside. They got the little red carpet thing. You know, I got my camera out, and people like, oh, you got a camera? Let me take. You know, they think I'm a photographer when I'm a videographer, and I was taking pictures, but they came out like, shh. You know, I'm the videographer. I ain't no walk in, there's a bunch of people here. Then you go inside, and this is crazy. Like, they had the recording studio for the artists inside there. They had a bed. This is probably the dopest event I've been into, like, in a while. Like, artists was there recording songs earlier. It was a major networking event. It was SoundCloud, and if I'm not mistaken, it was a car. I want to say BMW or Mercedes Benz, but it was something real dope. And then this all on this side. Then the performers start going up, and next thing you know, they had Girl Code. I'm like, all right, Girl Code. Salute the Girl Code. It's a group out of Brooklyn. It's a duo. These women, they go back and forth on records, and you know, they just got New York slang down to a T. If you want to know anything about New York slang, these ladies are gonna break it down to you. But they up there, they performing, they do their thing. You know, I'm getting footage, and I'm doing my thing. Next thing you know, Ice Spice gets up.
First they ignore him, but niggas is starting to notice.
And I'm like, alright, cool. I see like her aunt, or I don't know who it was, somebody in her entourage on stage. So I'm talking to them. I'm behind the barriers. I'm right there, but I'm right behind the barriers, and people who had passes, they're in front of the barriers. So I'm talking to somebody on stage, so I call over here like, I'm like, is there any way I can send this footage that I got of you to Ice Spice so she can see it? And they're like, sure, of course. Now, this is before she was way bigger than she is now. This is a come up stage. Sure, so I get the information. The next thing you know, I'm just looking at all these photographers, videographers, and they literally right there at the stage. People keep blocking me when I'm trying to get my shots, and I'm like, I gotta get to that part of the stage. So lo and behold, it's security there, but there's lapses in every security. Sometimes they may turn their head, sometimes they may not, but nobody had like a pass on. So I see this guy, he got his camera, he's moving. I'm like, yo, how you get over there? He like, yeah, I just know XYZ. So I'm like, you know what? I need to get over there. So luckily there was these girls that they needed space, I needed space. They was like, yo, just climb over. I'm like, climb over? It was a little, I'm like, all right, well, soon as security turned their head, whoop, put one leg over, other leg over, next thing you know, I'm front and center. Now the last performer was Fabio Foreign. So before Fabio Foreign came out, I was able to be right there in the mix. So when he comes out, I'm able to get some crispy clean footage, some shots, throw together my it's a crazy event. The girl that I was with on the line, that's who she came there to see, and it was a dope event. So I leave, she leaves, we leave together. She goes her way, I go my way. The next day I hit up the connect that I got for Ice Spice. Lo and behold, I don't know who it was, but they was like, yeah, send me the information, because I got the phone number. Fuck the email, I got the phone number. So I text them, send it here. All of a sudden, they're like, yeah, she loves the footage, but we would like to know if you can take your logo off and she'll post it, but we need it in the next hour. Mind you, at this time, I'm at work. I'm like, next hour? I'm like, damn. I'm like, I can have it to you by tonight because I'm not at my house and I can't, you know, I can't see the footage without the logo. I don't even think I really got a response. Next thing you know, I go to my inbox, it's Ice Spice. And she's like, yeah, I love the video, but can you take your logo off? And I'll give you credit when I post it. I'm like, what? In my mind, I'm like, all right, things is clicking. So I get home, send her the video. She didn't post anything from that thing until she got my video. And once she got my video, she posted all the other pictures that was with it. So I'm not sure if I was a missing link to that event or her posting on the page, but here's the proof. Time Ice Spice posted. So I say that to say this, man, you gotta follow your dreams and continue what you want to do. Not saying this is a big moment in my life, but if you want something, you gotta go after. You gotta go to the places where these people are, and you gotta put yourself out there, network with people. People gonna help you get in the situation that you need to get into. You just gotta be in the circumference of the area, man. She got famous. Say, hey, let me know what you think of that story in the comment section. This is a brand new section or session called Story Time with AAA. If you're new to the channel, stay tuned. We're evergreen. You're evergreen. We're growing. Let's grow together.